Good afternoon, everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the Mailman. Just wanted to do a video. I'm driving home. I had to go get some testing done. I had to do some errands. I had to stop in my buddy Stan's house, make sure he's okay. It's a very long night, people. Those of you who have been following me, and seen my last few videos, that my in-laws are not doing well. Well, I'm not trying to bring everybody down, but my two boys were there visiting my father-in-law over at their house. Meanwhile, my mother-in-law is in a rehab facility that, unbeknownst to us, she fell yesterday afternoon and broke her L5-S1. They took her to the hospital. They didn't even tell us. So, very frustrating with that, but that's not the bad part. The bad part is my two boys were over there looking and helping out my father-in-law. They left around 2:30, and my wife had to go and pick up her sister, who was flying in from Colorado to stay with their father. And they got to the house and they found him in the bathroom. He had passed away. So, again, I just wanted to pass that on. It stinks. It stinks. Merry Christmas, right? But at least he's not suffering anymore. He was a very active man. He was only in his early 70s, but he had a lung disease, so these things happen. Not to mention I'm still sick. So it's been a rough while. So now we gotta go to the hospital and see my mother-in-law. And they broke the news to her last night, and she obviously is very upset that she didn't get to be with her husband. So, life's short, people. Like Mark Holmes always says, make sure you tell the ones you love them, because you don't always have that much time left. So, but anyway, enough for the sad noise. His pain is over, and now we got to deal with it, but that's okay. Just, wanted to you listen to the local radio station. I was just listening to Seth Joyner. Let's see what they're saying. He's an ex-Eagle linebacker. He does a podcast for Jacob Sports.
You have to have a come to Jesus moment. It can't be no.
And now this is
like that. It needs to be a face to face.
This is Hugh Douglas.
Play better. I mean, he does that. He can lift a lot up here as the quarterback. 215-592-9494. If you just hopped in, we appreciate always the time Seth Joyner gives us, and we started the show today by feeling. Look, this is what I feel. There's a little bit of a storm brewing here. Hopefully these clouds move out, but as of right now today, I'm putting Jalen Hurts on Wentz watch. I am putting him on Wentz watch. There it is.
Wow.
Because I see
Wentz watch
to this situation, to what we have with Carson Wentz.
This Philly media is ridiculous. I hear
where he's not.
I hear the Dallas media is bad too.
Coordinator and
but this is ridiculous.
And it's a deterioration of the play where it's not quite as great, and we're asking questions. We're blaming the coaches. Play calling. It's so similar. Now, I don't think he has the same personality, and they can fix this, but my antenna's up. 215-592-9494. Are you putting Jalen Hurts on Wentz watch? We'll give another clue in a little bit here for Hugh's clues. First clue, an 80s movie. All right, let's go back to the phones here. Elgin is in Jersey. Hey, Elgin.
Yeah, I missed the Seth Joyner thing, but the bottom line is they're hammering the Eagles, okay? They're hammering the Eagles. Does anybody want to win this division? Now Dallas. Now we're going to Miami. I don't know why that's... Sorry, there's the sun is pretty bad here. I don't know why, like, we have to go to Miami, and Miami's coach is getting ridiculed for not having any wins against good teams. So we're going to get Miami's best shot also. So this is a big game on Sunday. Real big game. So we're going to see. Eagles play a home game against the Tommy Cutlets. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen there. I don't know. But I did see, like I was telling you guys last night, I did see where they said Dallas could lose another game. It's very hard to believe, but this is how the math works. It's all about who you lose to. And right now, if they both win out, Eagles and Dallas both win out, Eagles win the division. All due respect to the Eagles, with all the infighting, I think they come out and hammer the Giants this week, but they got to play the Giants in 2 more weeks in New York. Not to mention they got to host Arizona, to where the Arizona head coach is the ex-Eagle defensive coordinator who wants to do nothing but to shut the Eagle fans and stick it to Jeffrey Lurie, who everybody blamed the Eagles defense for why they lost last year. So, Gannon, that's the name, Gannon. So, you got your hands full, but if the Eagles lose any one, it doesn't matter what game it is, and Dallas loses one, as long as it's not the Washington Commanders, they could lose Miami, or they could lose, surprisingly enough, which I don't think there's any way in hell, we could lose to Detroit. As long as we beat the Commanders the last game of the year, we win the division, assuming that the Eagles lose one more. Now, I would like the number 2 seed. That's what that would mean, most likely. That would pretty much mean the number 2 seed. I'm on board with that, but it is what it is. The Eagles' own media are saying Eagles are one and done in the playoffs. Now, if they win the division and they get a cheesy team, yeah, I can see them winning one home game, but they're not long for the playoffs. I think Dallas has more of an opportunity to do some damage. Now, we all know that it's all going to come down to the 49ers anyway. So, we shall see with that. This traffic is ridiculous. Come on, let's go. I made it. But, yeah, so looking forward to this weekend's football. I will try to do a live stream later this afternoon. My lunchtime chat. I am off today. So I'll try and do something a little later. I know Mark, he keeps hitting me up. We need to do something together, but then he doesn't get back to me. So, Mark, what are you doing, bro? Keep making your cabinets. Don't worry about game time. I'll do something. But yeah, I just wanted to pass on that information. Sad day. It was a rough day yesterday. It just sucks, man. It just sucks to have your mother-in-law find out that her husband died while she's in a hospital. And I just, little FYI, my wife's been a nurse for years and years and years. Now she's 100% remote because I'm just going to tell you, a shout out to all the nurses out there. You guys are great, but every one of these facilities are understaffed. I just want to let everybody know. They're understaffed. They cannot take care of the patients. And my wife knows what she's doing because that's what she does. Her mother is in a really good rated facility. Still understaffed. So she's fallen multiple times at this place. Now she fell and broke her L5 in her back. So now, obviously the funeral has to be on hold so she can get healthy enough to go to a funeral. Just as sad as it is, I'm happy for my father-in-law because he won't be suffering anymore. And I just wanted to pass on that news. Thank you, everybody who was sending their prayers. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, again, don't always assume that somebody that you're talking to is having a good day. Because more times than not, they're not having a good day. They may be like me or somebody else who won't necessarily lead on and let you know that they're not having a good day. So try and be nice to people if at all possible. All right? I will talk to everybody later. Peace out. Bye.